are 6 months into 2024, which is just so crazy to me. We have half a year left, and now it's time to reevaluate our goals for the year, make sure we're on track, and if we're not on track, like update our goals, and that is the goal for today. So we're gonna get through this workout and really pump through the rest of the day. I'm really excited for today because I really need it. I literally have not had my life together for the past few months, and it's been so depressing because I see my goals and I see myself passing them, and not in the good way. And it just makes me sad. So we're gonna recalibrate today, see what we can get done for the rest of the year, talk about our current reads and all that good stuff. Also, look at my matching set. My HIIT workout days because I feel like you can get a lot done. You can burn a lot of calories and not a lot of time. Even though they hurt more than anything else, I feel like they're the most effective. Let me know if you guys care about like my workout routine, if you want me to add more stuff like that into the vlogs, because I can definitely do that. I don't know how time has been flying by so fast, but I am in desperate need of a reset. I feel like I've let my goals slip away, which is so annoying, so unfortunate. It's funny how we like start off the year so positive and we're ready to tackle the world. And then slowly but surely we just lose sight of that. So now that it's July, I really just want to focus on remembering everything that I wanted to do, having a complete reset. I want to clean the house. I want to make some more videos that I can schedule for later. I just want to be on top of everything so then I can give the best of me for the last 6 months of this year. So if you're in the same mode, stay, like and subscribe. First things first, we definitely need to clean the house. It is pretty atrocious, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of embarrassed by how bad I've let it go. It's not crazy, it's not like it's dirty, but it's very messy. I've just been throwing things all over the place. I haven't washed the dishes, and I hate that. I hate leaving dishes in the sink, but I just have let it go. I'm definitely one of those people who their space reflects their mental state. And right now, it looks like I need a straitjacket. It's very, very bad. So I definitely want to get to that first. I think we're going to put on a audiobook for that. I haven't found a new audiobook after Funny Story. By the way, I finished it and that was so freaking incredible. I loved it so much. It was a 5-star. I genuinely love it as much as I love Love in Other Words, which is so fascinating for me because I never thought that I would find another romance book that I loved the same way I love Love in Other Words, which is insane. And it's crazy because like Love in Other Words is a little deeper. It's not funny. It's kind of traumatic in some ways, but Funny Story has a different vibe altogether and it's still just as good. It still hit me just as hard. So I love that. And y'all know I am not an Emily Henry fan, but this book has proved me wrong. I just think that the banter was literally the best banter I have ever read in a romance book. It was so realistic. I can genuinely see people saying this stuff. Usually banter in romance books, it's so unrealistic and you would never want to hear someone say that in real life. It'd be too cringy. But with this book, it was like a real life conversation. I felt like I was a fly on the wall of two people falling in love, which is just exactly what I was looking for. So I'm happily surprised. It's definitely one of my favorites of the year so far. Let me know in the comments if you've read it before. If you haven't, I honestly highly recommend it. It was so freaking good. But after that, I haven't found another audiobook to listen to. I am currently reading The Poppy War, but I'm literally only in the first chapter. I just got to the part where she explains the test, which is something that they talk about on the back. The Poppy War is about this girl. Her name is Ren. She is from a very impoverished town and she's just trying to get out of her negative space. So she tests for the military school and no one thinks that she can do it. And all of a sudden she surprises everyone and she gets like the top score in the province, which is obviously incredible. So I'm literally only at that part. I'm at the part where the back of the book stops back of the booking. I have not gotten into the story whatsoever. So I was thinking I could listen to that as an audiobook as I'm cleaning. But for me personally, I don't like mixing mediums. Like if I start a book and I'm reading the physical copy, I want to finish the physical copy. If I start a book with an audiobook, I want to finish it out with an audiobook. I don't like double dipping. So I can't listen to that, but I'll try to find something else to listen to. Either way, we have to get started now because we have so much to get done today. Let's go. Also, wait, do you like my outfit? It's nothing much, but like, it's very cute. So these are baggy jeans I got from PacSun. Very cute. This shirt I got from, I think this is from Amazon. I'll link everything down below in my storefront, but this is very cute. It's very tight and it has like the ribbed sides, which I really like. And it's just so clean. It has this little triangle detail. Very cute, very cute. And I think I'm gonna wear them with my Air Forces, but I want to get the Sambas. Everyone is wearing them and they look so cute. When I went to New York City the other weekend and I saw Alexis, she had them on and they were just so freaking cute. So I think that'd be my next shoe purchase. But as of right now, I don't have them, so I'm just gonna wear Air Forces when we leave the house. All right, let me stop dilly-dallying. I feel 1,000 times better now that the house is clean. And I was listening to the 7-Year Slip this entire time. I was gonna listen to that Allie Hazelwood book that I showed y'all, but guys, I couldn't even get a chapter in because whoever was narrating, her voice was so monotone, so cringy. I was like, there's no way I can listen to her for 8 hours. So I turned that off immediately. And then right after that, I found the 7-Year Slip, and that book has been on my radar for the longest time. Again, I just never got to it because we just have way too many freaking books to read. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm like on chapter 8 or 9. And if you're not familiar with this story, it's all about this girl who is working in New York City as a book publisher. Her life is okay, but recently she suffered a loss of her aunt. And after that, she's just been like not herself because she was really close with her aunt. But her aunt owned a magical apartment that allowed you to slip into the past for 7 years, or 7 years past. Sorry, that's confusing. And when she died, she took over the apartment, and now she's experiencing like that first 7-year slip, and you're just seeing her go through the motions of that, and she might fall in love. And it's just such a beautiful story. Now I see why it's so popular. I'm not very far in it, but I'm already hooked. I'm just so happy that I'm finally understanding the magic of audiobooks, because it allows you to do things like clean your entire house and still read a really good book. And if it's narrated well, it's amazing. I really feel like I'm listening to an incredible movie because I'm creating the characters. I'm making what they look like. It's just really cool. I'm having such a good time. Right now I'm making lunch though. So I'm making one of my favorite things ever. I usually eat this tomato salad every day. So my family thinks I'm weird, but I love tomatoes. I love them. When I was a kid, I used to eat them like apples.
Jesus Christ.
Which I know is kind of nuts. I still do that from time to time, but I'm a little more civilized now. Now I cut them into little eighths. But I usually do this, and then I get olives. I love olives. And then I'll also add Baby Bell cheese, and I'll just cut them up. It's my favorite side dish ever. So we're gonna make that. And then I'm thinking we can have watermelon as a side, as well as maybe I'll do like an avocado toast situation with a fried egg. I think that'd be a good lunch. I like the wedges really thick. So good. For the past few months, I've been trying to eat super healthy, and I've been doing this like intermittent fasting thing. And my family thinks it's nuts, but it's actually been helping me so much with digestion, and I feel like a little bit healthier. I feel a little bit better. So I've just been super consistent with it. And for the past 4 months, I've been doing intermittent fasting for the first 3 days, but I like don't eat anything. I just do water, and that's supposed to help your entire body. It's not for weight loss or anything, or I'm not using it for weight loss, but it's really good to cleanse out your body, to prevent cancer. Before you do anything, make sure you talk to your doctor. I researched this extensively before I decided to add that into my life. And now that I've been doing it, I really, really enjoy it. And I say all that to say, yesterday I got off of my fast. So now all I can think about is food. All I want to do is eat food. Those 3 days aren't necessarily easy, but when I finish them, I feel a lot better after. So now I'm just rewarding myself with a really healthy lunch. Ta-da! Look how good that looks. I'm so excited to eat. I also made fresh guac yesterday, which is my favorite thing ever. Whenever I break my fast, I always eat half a watermelon and guacamole. Never fails me. Yum, 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 yum. My mouth is watering. All right, this is lunch. We have watermelon, that tomato salad we made, and then I made avocado toast with a fried egg. Look at that! How gorgeous! So watermelon, this is the, what did I say? Oh yeah, avocado toast, and this is the tomato salad. Yum, 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 yum. Just need to put some chili flakes on it, and we're good to go. I'm so excited to eat. That was so yummy. Literally my favorite easygoing lunch. There's literally no work to it, and it's so good for you and delicious. Oh my gosh, also I wanted to let you know, I recently finished reading Frida McFadden's Never Lie. And y'all, I'm so disappointed to say, a lot of y'all told me this book was gonna be amazing, but to me, it just was not. And that was just for multiple reasons. Number one, I felt like, okay, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that was because it was very fast paced, very easy to read. I literally read it in less than a day. And that's the only reason why it wasn't a 3 out of 5 star. But I didn't rate it any higher because I just felt like the storyline lacked a lot. And all of the mystery literally just hinged on a lie. All she did was lie to us and say, gotcha, because we didn't like have any other information, which is very strange to me. I feel like you can't build a good mystery on that because, in my opinion, a good mystery involves a lot of wit, a lot of intellectual moving pieces, and I just felt like it lacked that. All she literally did was lie to us the entire story, not tell us who she was, and then be like, surprise, you know, like I don't know. It was very strange to me. And I had higher hopes because everyone's like, oh my God, you're gonna love Frida McFadden. You're gonna love Frida McFadden. But if this is all Frida McFadden has to offer, I don't know. So obviously I'm not gonna like give up on her already as an author, but I was very disappointed in this because I thought it was gonna be an easy 5-star for me. And it just was not that. When I put this on Instagram though, by the way, follow me on Instagram, everyone was like, the teacher is better and the housemaid is better too. So it's almost like the whole Lucy Score situation, but if I gave that woman a chance, I have to give Frida McFadden a chance. So I will be trying those other books too, but now I'm like cautious because that book did not live up to the hype whatsoever. And again, it wasn't bad. It was fast paced, super easy to read. The chapters were short. I love all of those things. It's just the plot, the story in general just lacked wit for me. She wasn't clever whatsoever. The only thing she did was lie to us, which obviously is disappointing. But we'll give her another chance with those other 2 books and hopefully she does better. I don't know what other books that she's written so far, but if there are other ones that you recommend, let me know in the comments because I just want to see if she has anything that I'll relate to or I'll like a little bit better. And people said that this was going to be better than The Silent Patient, and to me, it definitely was not. Because in my opinion, I felt like The Silent Patient definitely had wit. It was definitely clever. It wasn't just built on a fallacy. There was like real information, real puzzle pieces you had to put together. And then when they obviously revealed the whole situation, you can look back and see how everything related to each other. That's what I love about a mystery. That's what I love about a thriller. And this just lacked that for me. I just felt like she told us one whole story and then was like, just kidding, and then told us a whole nother story. So I don't know. But again, it was not terrible. It wasn't bad. I thought it was interesting enough, but I went into it knowing that this was going to be a 5-star. So that's why maybe it was my expectations but it just fell flat for me and it just ended up being a 3.5 star. But besides that, I've still been listening to The 7-Year Slip and I'm already in love. It is so good. It is so interesting and like a beautiful story. It's definitely unique, but it also reminds me of, it's a Japanese book. I can't remember. It's like the coffee shop book. I'll put it here if I remember the title, but it's about the coffee shop that lets you go back in time or lets you go back to the future to see people that you love, but you can only be in the coffee shop. And it's very similar to that story too, but it only follows one woman. And so far I'm really enjoying it. Also, we're kind of killing it today. We've been so productive. I cleaned my entire house. We're doing the laundry. This is one chore I literally hate though. It takes so long. And I know the machines do most of the work, but when it's time for me to do the work, I just hate it. When we're done with this, I definitely want to do all the planning though, because there's a lot of goals that I have for this half of the year. So it's actually the next day. And I still have the clothes here on the couch and on the floor, so we have to put those up now. And then after that, we're going to continue to plan and do everything we have to do to get ready for July. I was going to continue to finish yesterday, but yesterday was the 4th of July, so I just didn't. But now we're resuming. Today is the 5th. While we're doing this, I still want to listen to The 7-Year Slip because it's just that good. Y'all, I cannot believe we've been sleeping on audiobooks. I literally love them now. I'm also a good chunk into it. I think I'm like 3 hours in. The story's finally getting really good. So the living room is officially clean. We did that, very proud. Now I want to focus on my July to-do list. So we're going to work on my planner for a little bit. And then after that, I do want to like refresh all my goals. Hold on, let me clip you down here. So the first thing I want to do is focus on my July goals and like to-do list things. And then after that, I want to reevaluate not only my study plan, but also my goals for the rest of 2024, try to see where I'm at and where I want to go. Are you a physical planner kind of person or do you like digital planning? Because I do both, but I feel like I always gravitate towards doing something physical. Also, do you see this handsome boy? He got his hair cut today. Come here, Milo. So he's all small, but he's adorable. You're literally the cutest dog I've ever seen. Not just because I'm your mom. Milo. Hi, Bubba. You look so handsome. All right, so this is a planner that I use all year. I really enjoy it because at the beginning of every month, it allows you to set 3 large goals and then you have to try to get to it by the end of the month. I also have to tell you, so far the 7-Year Slip is like, I don't know. I feel like it's too early to say it's a 5-star, but it's like giving me that energy and I'm just enjoying it so much. I love the narrator. I love how she uses her like inflection in her voice and how she describes everything. And I think the reason why I'm loving this book so much is because it's very detailed oriented and it's almost like poetic the way that they're speaking. And I love that the guy, the male love interest, how he's so passionate about cooking and how you can just feel his passion and just how he's going for his goals no matter how insane they sound to other people. And I just love passionate people, and this author just explains that so well, and it's just a really beautiful story to see. And then on the other hand, you have her where she's not necessarily not passionate, but I think she's too afraid of her own goals to where she's not going for her passions. And to see that duality between the two of them and then how they still come together and like are slowly starting to fall for each other, even with this weird apartment that's having her 7 years from the future and him 7 years from the past. Like all of those things you would think it'd be like too many elements, but it works so well in this book and I'm really enjoying it. This is the week of July 1st. I cannot believe it is already July. Insane. But I really want this second half of the year to be my best yet. I already feel 1,000 times better with writing everything down. I think the most important thing to remember when you're creating your goals, especially for like the second half of the year, is to evaluate everything that you've already done this year, and just remember that you want to have quantifiable goals. So I personally wrote down my top 3 goals for the rest of the year and then how I plan on achieving them. I kind of want to shut up about them at this point because I really just want to put my money where my mouth is this time around. So I'm not going to discuss like my goals for the year, but I will say when I was creating them, I was just trying to be very conscientious of making measurable goals that I can continue to pay attention to throughout the year to make sure that I'm on track. So if you're also trying to reset for the end of the year, I would highly recommend doing it that way as well. And also just like clean up your space, clean up your mind, clean up your mental space. If you have things on your to-do list and they're super easy, you know that you can get them done in 10 to 15 minutes, just do them. Like I find for me, the reason why things pile up is because I let a lot of little things pile up instead of doing them right away, and that leads to me being overwhelmed and then me losing sight of my main goals. And just reflecting on the past 6 months of this year, I've noticed that is a major red flag that I have. Like that is one thing that I continue to do, and now that I'm conscious about it, I'm trying to be super attentive and avoid those things because I feel like it just snowballs, and then I always feel like I'm trying to play catch up and I'm running in quicksand. So if you also do that, I highly recommend just taking the extra 5 to 10 minutes to do those little tasks because they truly do add up in the long run and allow you to just have a lot more mental space to complete the goals that you actually want to complete. Now that we're done with that though, I'm pretty proud of myself. I think I just want to go to bed at this point. But before I let you go, I do want to let you know that we have something super exciting coming very, very soon. Drum roll, please. I will be creating a Patreon book club in August. I know, I'm literally so freaking excited. All of you guys have been telling me to create a book club for the longest time. And honestly, the reason why it took me so long is because I didn't know what medium I wanted to use. I didn't know what platform I wanted to put it on. I also didn't know how much to charge for it. And I wanted to be like really conscious of my time to make sure that if I create this commitment, I'm going to be prepared and I'm going to read the material and stuff like that. So I had to find out how to fit that into my schedule. And now I finally feel like I'm at a place where I can put in a book club in my schedule. So I'm very, very excited to start that. I'm literally just putting the final tweaks on the platform there and trying to pick the first book that we'll be reading. So I'm very excited. I feel like it's going to be such a cool opportunity to not only talk to you guys a little bit more one-on-one because these are going to be live sessions, but it's also going to be an opportunity to like read new books that maybe I wouldn't have read otherwise because I'm going to pick your brain about what books we should read each month. And I just think it's going to be a cool way to make our community a little bit more tight-knit. So I'm very excited about that. I will definitely provide you more information as I get it, but that is all we have for now. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. I know it was kind of all over the place. I was really just trying to get my mental space together and cleaning up my house, but I do feel 1,000 times better now, and I'm just excited to see what the rest of this year has in store for us. So I love you so much, and I'll definitely see you very, very soon. Good night.